Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to set up this beautiful personal-sized Filofax Domino Soft in pink with this beautiful Simply Gilded September box. This is the galaxy-themed holographic foil box, and the bow is actually from the August box. I have these Create with Pen sticky notes, beautiful card, and this like hand-lettered name from Create with Pen. I bought this paper pad at Action, and it's just absolutely perfect. It has so many like galaxy themed things in it, and I love that one. Oh, it's my favorite. I also have some vellum from Miri Belle's TN kit, and I have this like shiny thing that I bought at a craft store. I got some new inserts for this setup. These are from Linier printables, which is undated weeklies with Erin Condren boxes, and I have some inserts. These are from my Kate Spade, and then there's some Filofax budget pages in there, but I also have some plain paper. So yeah, it's all going to be galaxy themed, really cute, and holographic foil, which is a foil color I don't usually use, so I'm very excited. So first things first, let's take everything out of my planner that's in there right now from the old setup. I did this setup at the very beginning of 2018, so the inserts I used until like March and then sometime in May, but not since, so these are going to have to go. A lot of these things are really, really cute, but they just don't match the setup. But I am definitely going to repurpose these plain pages. I love this little pocket that I made myself, some cute heart stickers, but most of all I'm excited about these project inserts. These are from Michaels. I bought them last year, and love this cute picture of my dog, and then I have just some like Filofax folders and credit card folders in the very back, so might reuse them, might not. We'll see where things take us. One thing I can already do is exchange the pen for the new pen from the Simply Gilded box and just clean the Filofax a little bit. And yeah, I am going to start by planning the different sections that I want to have. So this is supposed to be a project and health planner, right? So I want to definitely have these to-dos and errands and really be very, very mindful about what I want to achieve and what the small steps to get there are, and that is for projects, but definitely also for my health. I really want to focus on that again, so I'm going to have these like to-do lists, like really detailed to-do lists, but then also like a weekly view of how often did I go to the gym, how much did I drink, what did I eat, that kind of thing. So that is definitely something. And then I also want to keep some lists. I love these Kate Spade lists, like the restaurant and everything. You can even like write down your favorite dish and stuff, so I thought that was very neat. And then I have the blank pages, which are great for notes. These old dividers I use just to measure out the size of the dividers, to be honest. I've had them for ages and they're just perfect. I love how they are rounded. I also keep old Filofax dividers, you know, the ones with the numbers on it, just to measure out the size of the dividers. So now I'm just picking my favorite paper, and you can tell I'm kind of going for the whole galaxy theme. I mean, you can also call it paint speckles, but to me it just looks very galaxy. I especially love the one on the bottom. That's my favorite one. So I'm just like deciding which divider is going to be what and in what order. I usually go in sort of like a triangle shape, so I go theme A, B, C, B, A, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. So the first and last divider are going to be in my favorite color. Then this beautiful pink shade is going to get the second and fourth. I'm just drawing out the shape of that, and then the middle one is going to be this one, and I'm choosing the very yellow side of this paper. So I basically just cut them out with my cutting machine. You really do need to know your cutting machine quite well for this, and you can tell I'm getting in on the frame because it just is a little bit tricky because you don't really see with this cutting machine where your knife is. So then the detail work I'm doing with my tiny little scissors. And that, honestly, it works really, really well. Of course, I wish I had a silhouette to do this for me, and in a perfect world I would, but this is not that terrible that I would invest, you know, several hundred euros or dollars, because it works just fine. And yeah, so I'm just cutting them out, and I absolutely love this paper, and you can tell, yeah, I'm just cutting around the little corners, and yeah, it's totally fine. I don't laminate my paper dividers because when you laminate your dividers, they actually leave scratches on your rings, and that's just an unnecessary damage, so I don't laminate them at all. Plus, I never really use my dividers that long that they would get beaten up, because I mean, other than my pocket planner, they don't really leave my house. This planner is also not going to leave my house. It's going to be right here on my desk and keeping me very, very organized in my projects. And I just want to take on some more projects, you know, like with moving and starting a new job. I haven't done anything like extracurricular in a while. And I think this is really going to help me to also choose a new project and just, yeah, be very clear on what my goals are and how I'm going to achieve them. So I'm super, super excited for this, and I really hope it keeps me on track. So I'm getting out my Repesco hole punch. This hole punch and I have a love-hate relationship. It's very, very quickly very full, and you will see in a minute it is very error prone, at least for me. So I'm taking out the dividers, and you know, this hole punch does different sizes, so I punch it, and of course I punch it in the pocket size hole arrangement, and I literally face palmed. I'm like, I cannot believe I did this on video. I'm so stupid. I do this regularly, honestly. It's just a very standard problem for me, but luckily I have enough paper, and I also will just probably use the like scrap paper that I produced in like doing like a today marker or something like that. So I just cut out a new one. See, I'm just cutting off the like holes in the little tab, and it's gonna be something else in a new life. So here we go, starting again, moving the hole punch to personal size, and just punching all of my cute little dividers. There we go. And then to label the dividers, I basically got out all of my Planner Society stickers. I have so many, it's ridiculous, in different fonts, so I just matched up the font to the font on the journaling card. Sorry, my brain. So I'm deciding on the order in which I want to have the sections, and then choosing the right stickers for the different sections. So just going through what I have, and I mean, there you can see my little jar of helpers. So goals is an easy one. For weekly, I definitely want to have weekly, so there we go, got that. For lists, it was a little bit more difficult. I actually ended up with, what am I going to do? I took favorites because of the restaurants and everything, and I think favorites would be a good one. And then I realized I actually messed up the order because I had switched lists and budget on the final order. So here we go, going for finance actually, because it's not just about budget, it's really also about like planning my savings and also keeping track of my savings and my debts and my bills, and it's really more about finance and budget. And I mean, this looks crazy professional and it's so easy. So I just love making dividers. I am currently, as you may be able to tell, obsessed with doing setups anyways. So now I'm trying to figure out the order of these, and I can't really, because it's like to do, and then there's the monthly goal and list, but the last of the to-dos has a monthly goal at the end. So I'm like, how is this supposed to be? I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with it. Maybe I'll put one of these like monthly goals and lists in when the month is over. So after 4 weeks, do a monthly overview. The weekly thing is easy. Then finance obviously gets the finance inserts from Filofax, and then favorites gets restaurants and addresses. So this is going to be like my planner friends for doing like happy mails. And then I'm going to use the plain paper that is already unwrapped from the old setup. And now I can actually just put this in the order that I have decided on. So very, very straightforward and easy. Just put that in there, put a clear divider at the end to protect it, and boom. What do you see? The project inserts are way too wide. I don't know if they're personal wide or something, but it really bothered me that it peeked out. So I was like, well, what if I just cut off the holes, right, and then re-punch them? So that is literally what I did. Of course, they're going to be a little bit too narrow now, but I'd rather have that than them peeking out behind the dividers. I mean, especially now that we've done such pretty dividers. So that took a while, but now they're in there and you can't see them peeking out, and it just all looks pretty cool. So how do I put this journaling card in there? Well, in front, I definitely want to have this acetate. It's from the Miri Belle Darkness TN kit. I gave the rest of this kit to my friend Bettina, who did a beautiful setup with it, but I just love this acetate. It's so pretty. It has the hollow foil, you know. I don't have a lot of hollow foil things. I'm more of a gold foil girl, but I just love this. So I'm measuring it with a like acetate inlay that I still, or like vellum inlay that I still had, and it just looks so cool. And it fit perfectly that I could do a second one right next to it. So I'm just measuring out that one again, and I'm making a second one and just adjusting that. Here we go. And now I can hole punch them, and that works pretty well with the Repesco hole punch as well. Now I can just see which way around I want them. I decided to have them not identical, but like sort of mismatched. And where do I put the second one? I decided to put it above the weekly insert because I really like the effect of the Yesenia plans like weekly, and then this cool like star thing on it. Now I have this name sticker, and you might wonder where I got it. It's a pretty cool story. So Create with Pen did like custom lettering, and one of the other PR guys, actually the planner guy himself, offered to turn our like hand lettered names from Jen into these stickers. And I mean, he sent it all the way from New Zealand or Australia, I never know. He sent it all the way to me to Germany, and I thought it was the sweetest thing, and I have been saving it for the perfect situation, and now with the hollow foil Simply Gilded setup, I think this is the perfect situation. So I'm just adding in a couple more Simply Gilded things here and there. I didn't really know what to do with these stickers. I didn't want to waste them. I'm very precious, but I really wanted to use this journaling card. It's so cool. It's a little bit too wide, so I'm going to do something like really controversial and cut it down. Here you see my hair. So I cut it down to personal width, and I rounded the corners with my corner rounder, and actually rounded all the corners so they're the same like level, and punched it in the middle. And put in my planner right behind my first acetate. But then of course the back is clear, it's just white. So what do? Of course I put the Simply Gilded washi from the kit on the back. So I took this opportunity to take all of them out of their birthday suit. I usually leave them in the plastic until I use them for the first time, but here we go. I'm going to use every single one of them, and I really like them. I especially like this constellation washi. It's like a dark blue with just silver constellations on it. I think it's so cool. So taking away all the trash, taking away the knife, and checking my phone, and then here we go. I'm just arranging them so they are the most like unsimilar ones next to each other, and then when I'm done with it from the top, I add it to the stack at the bottom. That way I keep the same order. And this is the washi I was talking about. It's so dreamy. I am absolutely in love with it. Of course I love bows, so bow washi is and will always be one of my favorite washis. I mean, that's why I started with Simply Gilded to begin with. But yeah, I really like this kit. It's so pastel-y, and it's so like, with the silver and hollow foil, it's so icy, you know, so it's really wintry, but it could also be like any season really, and I love that about it. It's not very season specific, so now I'm cheating and just adding a little bit of that washi at the bottom so I don't have to waste some more. And this is one that has all the words on it, just so pretty. And that moon washi really reminds me of Sailor Moon. I mean, comment if you also read or watched Sailor Moon. I actually read the Sailor Moon comics when I was a kid, like in elementary school. I never watched it. I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons, but I definitely read the comics. So here we go. I'm starting to try and cut it with my scissors, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in there, and here you see my head. You probably haven't seen this much of my head since I first started doing videos. In the very beginning, I had a camera set up where you could see my head all the time, but now I have a camera set up where you see it, luckily, very rarely. So there you go. There's a special treat for you, seeing the back of my head. I'm using my single punch to re-punch the holes I already punched, and that works really well. I just got that on Amazon. It's a really cheap one. It came from China or something. So here we go. Now we can finally add that in. It looks beautiful with my name on it, just rounding the corners of my journaling card. And yeah, basically all I have to do now is add in these Create with Pen sticky notes. Oh, I love it. It looks so cute. And then I can just admire this beautiful, beautiful setup. I love it. I hope it's gonna give me all the mindfulness and yeah, just really deliberate following through with my projects. I'd love that. So keep your fingers crossed. For now, this is my setup. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just adding in the washi I had left over there for the first week. And I'm definitely going to use these stickers to plan in this planner. So I'll see you guys again very soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, find me on Instagram, all the things. Thank you so much. Take good care. And yeah, bye-bye.